Hello everyone, and welcome back to Reinvention Queen, where we celebrate beauty and confidence and reinvention at any age. Now, sometimes when we get to a certain stage in life, we may fall into that why bother mindset, like why bother put on a little lipstick just to go to the bank or to run errands or to have lunch with a friend. Now, those little touches mean a lot. It can just put that little extra boost or pep in your step for the day. Now, if you're still in the work world, then just taking the time to wear a little lipstick, put on a little lipstick in the morning, it will give you confidence all day, and your co-workers and clients will notice, and your clients and customers might feel that you really do care because you have taken the time to just do that little extra, add that little extra detail to come out to work. Now, if you want to stand out in any crowd, all you have to do is just be a little different. And so if most people are not wearing lipstick to work, then if you do, you're going to stand out. And I'm sure your work is already outstanding. So then the physical and the work will both be outstanding. And that can't be a bad thing. It's just packaging for success. Now, if you're retired, the same thing applies. A little effort is worth it. You're going to run your errands. Just put on a little lipstick. And don't forget your spouse as well. They will notice, or your partner, they will notice, and they will think, it will really send a message really that I care about me and I care about us. Let's just hope they don't think that there's somebody else out there that you also care about and you're sprucing up for them. But that's another story. Anyway, today I'm going to show you just a little couple of makeup tricks that makeup magic that's going to make your lips seem fuller and without fillers or surgery. Now, before I do that, however, I would just like to tell you that if you tend to have dry lips, or if you just want to make sure that your lips are in good condition all the time, just keep a little wedge of cucumber in the refrigerator. That's for your lips. And couple times a day, just rub the cucumber on your lips, and it is so moisturizing and healing. And then afterwards, maybe even like at night, you could do it at night as well, and just rub a little tiny bit of castor oil, the white castor oil, on your lips as well, and that will keep them in really lovely condition. Now, on to our little makeup magic. Whatever you use, if you use a foundation, you do that. If you use like a primer, a face primer, fine. I don't use either one. I just use a little powder. So I'm just going to powder, especially in this area here. Now, I'm going to be using the camera as my mirror, so this work might not be as detailed or as done as well as if I were looking in a mirror. It might not be as fine-tuned. However, here goes. First thing you're going to do is you're going to use a pencil in the same color range, perhaps the deepest shade of the color. So if you're using a pink, you could use a deep pink as your liner, and then a medium pink as your primary color, and the lightest shade pink as your highlighter. Now, we're going to go across here, the lip line, and just go straight across. If you have a bow, don't go in the bow, just go straight across, because we want the upper lips to look fuller. Now, if you notice, I didn't follow all the way into the corners because I have the parentheses and the lips are sloping down. Now, anything that is dark will make things recede. So if we put dark here, the slope is going to be, it's going to make it recede and make it look deeper and darker. Yes? Now, the anything light, bright, or shiny will make things advance or pop out. So we're just going to go across to where the lips would slope down. If your lips slope, if your lips don't slope, no problem, take it all the way across. And because we want to add a little pout on the bottom, we're going to go in tight here, and down here, and then tight here again. So we're not going out that way, we're taking it in tight to create a pout. Yes? Now, you could use just your primary lip color and then the lighter highlighter color. You really need two shades of the same color. You know, your primary one and then one that's lighter than the primary one. What I do, however, is I use three. I use a matte, long-lasting color that doesn't come off unless you take it off with makeup remover or olive oil or something like that. And I use that right where the liner was. So I'll go in here. Yes, and then the reason I do that is because, you know, you could go out and you go for lunch and you literally eat off all of the lipstick. Well, this here lipstick does not come off. So even if your primary color comes off, then you will still have an outline. You will still have an outline left with this one, and it will hold some of the primary color with it as well, so your lipstick will not disappear after eating. So that's why I do it. Now we're going to just gently, lightly blend where we stopped it, because we don't want it to look too drastic, a stop. As I said, I'm using the camera as my mirror, so I'm not sure if I'm doing a great job of blending it. However, now I'm going to apply the primary color. And that goes on the inside of that line. And if you notice, I have not taken the primary color into the corners here. I've taken that here and here, but just across here and stopping. And that's because now we're going to take the palest shade of the color. And in this case, since I've used a bronze, I'm going to use a gold color. And go in here. I took it to the end here. It should just stay on the inside to give you the pout. Anyway, you get the idea. And then here, we're going to go all the way in there now and come to here. Do you see how much more plump the lips look? Now, if you really want more of a pout, you can take the gold or the palest shade or a gloss and just touch it where you want the pout to be. Yes, see? Now, as I said, the shading might not be all that good, and you don't want to shade it and blend it so that all the colors blend into each other, because you're going to lose the effect if they all blend into each other. You want to just blend it enough, just gently, so that they are not abruptly, they're not stopping abruptly, but they're not all blended out into one, or the whole purpose will be defeated. So that's it. It didn't even take, I'm sure it didn't take a minute. So that's the trick that I wanted to show you. I hope you like the results. And when you try it in your mirror, I'm sure it will be more fine-tuned than mine is. Now, if you liked today's tip, please share the video with a friend, press the notification bell, and like this video. And because it helps the channel, it will help the channel to grow. And so, until next time, just stay beautiful. Keep doing the things that make you happy, and know that you are worth it. So till then, bye-bye.